Alright, what's up guys? lxrdkali here, back again with another motherfucking video, man. Hey, it's great to see y'all back. So, I know it's been a while since I last posted an episode, but here we have it. Summer Sychosis Part 3, baby. Let's go. After this, there's going to be just one more part, and then that's it, right? That's it. The next part is going to be the finale, right? So, let's just dive straight into the video. So, this was, I would say, maybe start of September or end of August. So, it's basically like, yeah, the end of summer, essentially. You know what I'm saying? This whole series, by the way, is like a chronological order. Like, you know, like the first episode to the last, you know, it all makes sense. It's all throughout the summer. Anyways. So I wake up on this fateful motherfucking day, and the first thing I notice is my blinker, my fucking pendulum is right next to me, and it's fully charged, and I'm like, oh yeah, baby. So what the fuck do? I take a blinker first thing in the morning, like not even 2 minutes after fucking waking up, and you know, it was unemployed time, so I woke up at around like 11 or 12, like hella fucking late. Like, this is not me. I don't usually sleep this long, but yeah. After that, you know, I feel a little disgusting. I feel a little sweaty, so I go on and take a shower. And mind you, I had nothing better planned for this day. Like, I thought it was just a normal day as usual. But I guess not. That's why I'm making a YouTube video on it, because it's not a normal day. Anyways, after the shower, I take some clothes. I put on my fit. And I'm like, let's go. So I hop on Snapchat. This is right before I got a ban on Snapchat. And I hit everybody up. And nobody replying, so I'm like, what the fuck should I do? You know, so then after that, I make myself some food. I think it was like some cereal or some bullshit that I just ate. Completely baked, by the way, so I butchered it. Too much milk, not enough cereal. That is not great. Anyways, after that, my longtime friend hits me up. I'm like, oh shit, where were you? Because I haven't heard from this dude in a while, you know what I'm saying? He's like, yo, wanna go outside? I'm like, yeah, no problem. Bet. So right after, you know, eating my cereal, I already got my fit on, so I was just ready. I was ready to rumble. I was fiending for anything. And you know, I should have told my friend this, but I brought myself still some of the lean that I had left over, you know what I'm saying? Because I still had lean left over from the last episode. Because I mean, this is only like 3 or 4 days like after that incident, you know. So I go to him. It's about like 1 p.m. or 2 p.m. or some shit, like during the day, you know, hot as fuck. I still went outside with a hoodie because I'm a dumbass. Yeah, I went outside with him. We meet up. He lives not that far away, probably like 25 minutes, something like that. And you know, we're just chilling outside. And I'm like, yo, what's up? What's popping? What we doing today? And you know, he says, yeah, nothing. I just want to chill outside. You know, maybe smoke a blunt or some shit. I'm like, damn. All right, bet, no problem. Let's go. So I didn't have no dough. Only had a pendulum with me, and you know, he doesn't know that pendulums even exist. Like, this is his first time ever seeing a pendulum. So I show him this. He's like, "What the fuck is this contraption?" I'm like, "Man, this is weed. This is just shittier weed, basically." He's like, "Nah, I don't want that. I pass on that." So I say, "All right, bet, no problem." So you know, me and my friend now we're not hooked up. Now we're just chilling on the bench, and he rolls up a blunt, and I'm like, "Damn, all right, bet." And then, you know, I had this thing in my backpack with me, and I show him the fucking pint, like not the pint, the little bit of lean that I had left. And he's like, yo, can I have some? I'm like, yo, you want lean? Are you sure? He's like, yeah, man, why not? I'm like, oh shit, all right, bet. He's like, how much should I pay you? I'm like, bro, you got me with a blunt, I'm matching with a little bit of lean. So, you know, I brought my soda, I brought out the lean, and I poured some up. I poured a little bit, like not too much for him, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't want him to go codeine crazy like me. Foreshadowing. Anyways, so now it's me and him. You know, I pour myself a cup, I pour him a cup, and now we're chilling at this bench, and we're sipping lean and smoking blunts. Just typical Atlanta, Georgia day. But for real, we were chilling. We listened to some music as usual, you know, as always, just some random ass music. And I'm like, damn, all right, it's a vibe, you know what I'm saying? So nothing particularly interesting happens after this. I mean, we're just chilling on a bench. I mean, I am leaned the fuck out. Like, I start feeling it, you know, I start seeing things a little bit differently, a little bit swaying here and there. And then also the blunt hitting me at the same time, which makes me feel fucking amazing. I mean, shit, dude. I would do that shit again, to be honest, but I can't, you know, I just literally can't anymore. Anyways, so yeah, after that, nothing happened. So I dap up the homie and we separate. We go our ways, This was like after like 2 hours or some shit, not even. It was a short little time, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, bet, see you, man. So we dap up. I go back home, and I'm hungry as fuck once again. So I go home. I eat something and business as usual. However, this time my mom comes home unexpectedly, like just randomly. She comes home and I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck? And I try my best to lock in and it fucking worked. I don't know how. I don't know why. But when I'm smoking a blunt, I cannot lock in for the next 2 hours, 1.5 hours. But when I drink a little bit of lean and a blunt, all of a sudden, it just makes zero sense, you know what I'm saying? But I locked in. Everything was going great. And now I'm just chilling, posted up, making like just gaming or some shit. I don't even know. I think I was on my PlayStation. So yeah, I'm on the PlayStation and all of a sudden I see JJ streaming. I'm like, yo, what's up? Because I haven't seen JJ in like 2 or 3 months at this point. And we start texting. Like I start texting in the live stream. He replies to me. He's talking in the live stream. He's playing like some zombies or some shit, doing the Horizon Drag Easter egg. And I'm like, yo, want to meet outside? He's like, yeah, all right, why not? So he ends the stream in like 10-15 minutes or some shit, and then we arrange a meeting outside. However, the thing was, I was fiending for some lean, and I didn't tell this to JJ. JJ, you only know this now if you watch this video. So yeah, I go outside and I take a little bit of lean, a cup, and some fucking soda, like a little bit of the Sprite that I had left. And shortly after that, I'm outside, I'm in nature. And yeah, I'm like, me and JJ agreed upon to meet each other, and we're like, yo, all right, let's meet. So, I had like 30-20 minutes left before I had to go there, and I was just sipping lean on the way to him, which is just insane. Like, I'm talking like not like privately, just literally walking. There's like some NPCs walking by, and I'm sipping lean and no one notices. So I had to finish this cup a little quick though. The thing is, you cannot sip lean quick, but I was just like, fuck it, man. So, I drank the lean very quickly. Then I threw away the cup, and then after that I went to the grocery store and I bought like some fucking bevs for us, because I'm always that dude. Like, I never have shit with me, like I never have gas or Zaza with me. However, I'm the man that pays for the drinks and food and whatever, and the tobacco and like the equipment. I'm the equipment guy. I have all the essentials except for the actual weed. So now me and JJ, we meet up, we link up, and we say, yo, what's good? And we catch up. He says stuff about that, I said stuff about this, and basically skip all of the dialogue. We decide to go to this playground right next to elementary school, and the first thing that I notice is he has a bag with him, and I'm like, what the fuck is that bag? Like, why do you have that bag? And he just whips out a fucking kebab, and he's like, yo, man, I got a kebab. I'm like, what the fuck? That's the most random ass shit ever. So yeah, then there comes the ultimatum. We're sitting at a bench near this elementary school in the playground, and I asked him like, yo, do you want to eat this kebab now, or do you want to smoke a Benjamin first? And he's like, hold up, I'm already geeking off the Benjamin. And then I'm like, what the fuck? And then I whip out my Benjamin. He's like, oh shit, he got the exact same one. I'm like, yes, sir. So, I say, what do you call it? I say guten appetit. I say like, hey, enjoy your food and shit. He's like, oh, bro, thank you. And then whilst he's eating his kebab, I take a fucking hit off the Benjamin, and I start coughing up a lung, bro. And then he's just sitting there watching like, yo, was you good? I'm like, yeah, bro, no problem. And then all of a sudden, from my fucking pockets, I whip out, boom, Monster Energy for me, boom, Monster Energy for him, more fucking drinks. I'm always the drinks type of guy. Like, I always bring drinks and shit, always the bevs. And after that, he finishes his kebab and he takes a fucking hit too. Now I'm like, yes, sir, we're officially geeking right now. So, us being off the Benjamin, us geeking, we had to come up with something to do. And I'm like, yo, you want to go inside the elementary school? He's like, yeah, why not? I go there all the time. I'm like, oh shit, all right, bet. So now we're chilling at this elementary school, and my high ass wants to get on top of the rooftop, because why not? I'm high, I want to get higher. Pun. So yeah, shortly after that, we want to climb up, and we're too baked, so we couldn't climb up the fucking rooftop. We just couldn't. We were too fucking baked. And now I actually was on top of the rooftop for a little bit, but then I saw JJ struggling. I'm like, yo, is you good? He's like, yeah. So, I slide to the side so that he can climb up as well. He's stuck in a tree, and he cannot. He just literally cannot climb on top. I'm like, what the fuck? So I say to him, like, bro, get the fuck out the way. He's like, all right. So he hops off the tree, but he doesn't, because he fucking can't. So now I am stuck on top of this rooftop, but thankfully there were no people there because it was like 4 or 5 p.m. at this point. So yeah, I'm stuck on top of this rooftop. He's stuck in the fucking tree, and I'm like, man, jump, just jump. He's like, I'm fucking baked. So eventually he jumps off the tree, and what felt like an eternity, I climbed down as well. I jump from the rooftop to the tree, and I jump off, and we're like, bro, fuck this. We ain't going back here. So we get the fuck out and we go to a different spot. And now we sit on this bench, we smoke the Benjamin again, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we definitely fucking did. And we start listening to some music. Now, this motherfucker has an interesting music taste. Like, he poured out the Sonic soundtrack, his favorite song of all time. I'm like, all right, why not? And it just sounds pretty fucking nice, especially when I'm off the lean and the Benjamin. And all of a sudden, this dude starts yapping about Sonic lore. I'm like, all right, fine, I'll listen. And he starts talking for like the next 5 minutes or some shit, whilst I'm completely geeked off my rocker. This dude is trying to explain the Sonic lore to me, and I mean, I understand it. He loves it, right? Like, if someone has a passion for something, all right, bet, why not? But like, bro, I was just too baked to fucking listen. Like, I understood like every 6 words that this guy said, and he said about 600 words. Not even kidding. So yeah, then after that was pretty much it. So me and JJ, we dap up and we go our separate ways. He goes home, I go home too. And this is where things start to get fucking wicked, because, I'm sitting at home and my mom is, also home, and I don't look good. Like, I don't look good. Like, I do not look sober. I look fucking geeked. And then my mom says to me, like, hey, Kali, are you okay? Is everything fine? And I pulled the slickest trick of all time. I say, oh, yeah, it's the fucking pollen allergy. And my mom fell for it. I'm like, and I just felt like a champion, I felt like, yeah, yes, sir. So then after that, I go inside my room and I play some more PlayStation. And no, I don't go outside anymore. This is it, right? So I'm chilling. I'm playing some PlayStation, probably like some GTA or Fortnite or some bullshit like that. And I start kind of fiending, and I start fiending heavily. And what do I fiend for? I fiend for the last little bit of lean that I had. Like, it was not a lot of lean. It was just a little bit of lean, you know what I'm saying? And I'm kind of paranoid because my mom could walk in at any moment and see me. But I was just like, man, fuck it, whatever. So I go behind my bed. I fucking crouch under the bed. And I pour up some lean, I pour up the last little bit of lean that I had left. And now I'm sipping this and I'm enjoying it, right? I'm just enjoying this. I'm taking my jolly ass time playing the game and sipping on some lean. Now, this is not it for the story. Why? Because as I'm sipping on lean, all of a sudden this Future song gets recommended to me as I'm sipping. And it's called Codeine Crazy. And I was just like, no fucking way. I am sipping on codeine, and they show me Codeine Crazy. So now it's my first time listening to the song. I pull up my headphones, GTA is playing in the background of my PlayStation or some shit, and I start listening to Codeine Crazy, and I'm just like, damn. And I just fell in love with this song, bro. Like, I was high as fuck, still off the Benjamin. I was leaning off the lean, and holy shit, man, this song just changed my life. I was like, wow. And I really got like almost emotional, you could say. Like, a tear went down my eye, not because I was sad, but because the song was just like wow, it was just art to me, So then after that, that's pretty much it for the story, I guess. Like, yeah, this is the time where I was codeine crazy. I poured up 3 fucking drinks in a day. So much fucking weed, the fucking blunt from my friend, and then like 5 or 6 Benjamin hits. Oh my god. I even have a photo of how I looked like during the night. I was looking fucked up. Like, I was fucked up. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Smash like if you did, subscribe if you did, comment down below what other videos I should upload, and yeah, that's it. Peace.